I'm not ready for runs, but maybe World 6 will go well next time I get there. That's not really how it works, but... Oh, was it that slow? Oh, yeah, okay, I know what I did. Short-term memory. You're gonna be right back? Alright, True Blue. This is good. When I screw up on one, I PB. If only that were always true. But yeah, with those despawns in All-Stars, it's always very, very close to the end of the level. Wonder if it's the game is loading when the game loads the flag or something. Maybe it does some strange thing. I honestly can't remember what the explanation is. But I believe it was Happy Leave It. If he's not the one that figured it out, he had come on. He has the knowledge. I gotta watch coins here. I want to stay away from a 6 or a 7. Is bad. Dang it. I didn't even slow down enough. Three kaboomers for you. Oh my gosh, are you serious? This is not how you play the game. Kaboomers. Pyrotechnics is too fancy of a term, and fireworks is too overused. Well, we're not gonna get the 7. Now I gotta pay attention to things to avoid fireworks. And that's bad. Kinda wanted the mushroom, maybe. You're 3-2, but then I don't want it after 3-2. Fireworks. More kaboomers, man. Anti-aircraft kaboom. It's not a good position to be in. I shouldn't be dying ever in 3-1. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to graze the dorsal fin of the Cheep Cheep, but here we are. Oh, I gotta wait because of fireworks. Kaboomers. Anti-aircraft kaboomers. Kaboomer sounds like it could be a good name for a Willy Wonka candy. We'll either get a big chunk back here, or we'll be resetting. I think I jumped into forward Bowser. I think that's how I failed 3-4 in my PB. You'll pitch it to Mr. Wonka. I think Wonka's owned by Nestle now, isn't it? Or one of the major players in the sweets industry. I'd like to get to World 6 before I reload any lives. It is Nestle? Gotcha. I wonder if they kept the brand, the Wonka brand, distinctive. Oh, man, I did it again. Kaboomers galore. I wonder if they kept the brands distinctive because they wanted Wonka candy to sell on its own pre-existing merit. Or if they wanted it to be less associated with their main line. I mean, Wonka is it's heavily marketed towards kids. I mean, it's candy, so I mean, what isn't? But I mean, it's fun and weird. It's like you're biting in. It's like you buy the package and you're looking at a David Lynch film in cartoon form. Now, who directed the? Was it Tim Burton? The Wonka movie that came out not too long ago. Well, I guess it was several years ago now. Ethan loved Wonka candy. Yeah. There were quite a few Wonka brand candies that I found very, very delicious. And it's fun. It's like it's more than just eating candy. It's like, why can I not staircase to me? I don't know if super jump's gonna be possible. Ah, shoot. Mistakes everywhere. I might even get fireworks in. The newer one was Timber. Never got the golden ticket. Nerds Row. I liked. I don't know if I could say my favorite. Me and my friends would like buy a huge bag of Mega Warheads. Let's see who could have the most in a row without saying my mouth is on fire or some equivalent of that. But like once you got past like the initial outer layer, I don't think they were hot anymore. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. It's like they started out hot and then they turned sweet. You did the same thing for Warheads? Oh, the atomic fireballs, that's it, that's it. What is Warheads? Warheads are something different, right? You're right, it was the atomic fireball. Esmo's childhood is closer to recent than mine. That's my excuse. I'm old and forgetful. Warheads were the sour ones? Okay. Yeah, Warheads were really good too. I always liked sour candy. Like even in my teenage years, sour gummy worms were We're just gonna do that. It's less bad. It's less bad to just stop than to bonk 5 times. It was worth it for the war story. I saved time with that. Oh, I probably had an intentional reload or something. In PB. This is the worst way to go. Worse than suffocating. Slowing down is so undesirable in this field. Almost squid bog. Yeah, the bloopers aren't, for the most part, in the swimming levels. The fish are the problem. There are a few exceptions. Especially if you go the wrong way. And by wrong way, I say a way that nobody ever in their right mind would go, oh no. Yeah, I know. Yo, King. Thank you for the good luck. I lost my bumps when I backed up. There's one. Oh no! This is totally bad. There's 2. And 3. Okay, now stop there. Is that too close? No. This is one of the levels I like a little bit better on SNES because you have a visual cue. And I got forward bounce. You get 3 bumps, you can get under backwards bounce. How you doing, King? I really should try this category. It's a lot of fun. It still has a lot of the BS that's in any percent, but it's so spread out. That you can play the fun levels along with all the BS. Like 3-3 and 1-3 I really enjoy. 7-2, it's difficult to get it right, but when it goes right, it feels so good. Yeah, I'm with Ethan, but I don't have the SMB1 background that a lot of you guys have. So when I say I like Lost Levels Warpless better than SMB1, it doesn't mean much. I'm not gonna worry about fireworks in 17. think I should A for SNES or FDS? I would... It completely depends on you. I feel like if you're gonna do SNES, you should play to D4 regardless. Like, you can speedrun to 8-4 and then just, like, casually do the letter world. But I would... that's not good. I mean, it might be, but I might. All stages, I don't need to gamble on it. I might have been too far for that. SNES is less brutal. I mean, it's less... It's more forgiving. I don't know if I would say less brutal. I think I would say SNES is actually more brutal. It's just when you fail, it's... When you crash hard with the game over, it's... FDS is... disappointing. Flooded vape tank, it's bothering me. Welcome back, True Blue. Look at that time save. Look at that time save. Jeez, what am I doing? I don't know how good it is to get vape liquid in your mouth. I'm assuming it's something you want to avoid, but maybe not. I mean, you're inhaling the vapor. As a general rule of thumb, it's probably better to swallow things rather than inhale them. Like if they're dangerous. There's more defenses in your stomach and intestines than in your respiratory system. But, I'm not a doctor of any kind, so that is not an official statement that anybody should live by. There are 4 versions of me. 4 versions of King. More forgiving is... yes. You can tell I've been through this discussion a few times before. So I've learned to rephrase certain things. This is not a good place to be down a long line. I guess I'll play the Koopa hallway. See. God, that was a dumb thing. But it happened. It happens. It's not an easy start to it. It's way harder. All of you guys that play with fire spirits, I have to give you a lot of respect because the opening jump of 8-4 alone is a completely different monstrosity. That's... I think that's like tied with my 8-4 PB. Still funny to me how Japan got this group into too difficult for us in North America. That's the part of the story that everybody repeats, but that's such a tiny percentage of the reason why this wasn't released in North America or in the West. You should watch the Gaming Historian has a video about Super Mario Brothers 2, and it talks about this game and the one that the West got. And that's a very good... I think it's like a 20-minute video, and it hits all the key points really, really hard. Seconds slower than Roy's 8-4 PB. Yeah, he's developing really fast. And that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Is it a PB for me? By what, like 1 second? Oh no, that's my with outloads PB, isn't it? This still has, the splits still have loads in it. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do this manipulation, get the blooper to change. Throw, thank you. Now the blooper is gonna be nice. Lakitu isn't though. Well, now I gotta play 9-4. I experimented with the blooper in 9-4. Oh, why did I start out running? But I'm not comfortable trying to charge him when I'm small. That stinks. I got Lakitu to throw the spiny I wanted to throw, but then I just dropped into it. I think I only have like 3 seconds of load times in 8-4. Maybe it's 2 point something high or 3 point something low. One second off of Nick J. Wow. These pallets are hurting my eyes. We only got one more. Just don't die. Just don't die. So normally you want to drop low right around here. I'm just gonna lure him over this way. Screw it. Not ballsy enough to throw away the run. To save 2 seconds. And 0 bullet bill glitches. Or 0 full flag glitches. I'm bad at this. Just don't die. Alright, World A. You are a super player. Hope we see you again, Mario and staff. Loads. Let's go. Finding Nemo reference. Yes, Bible film. Yeah, you have to die to... The only way to get out of World 9 is to die. Yeah, it's a bizarre category. I can understand the confusion after I was just saying I'm not allowed to die in World 9. It just loops until you game over, I guess. But since you always enter World 9 with one life, or one game, unless you get a flagpole 1-up or a 1-up through coin, one death is sufficient to escape World 9. Yeah, this is the only category I'm aware of that's impossible to complete death. The FDS all stage. Yeah, if it was phrased, if it was worded warpless. D4. Maybe that's why they called it all stage. Because if they called it warpless D4, you wouldn't. You could just die in 9-1 and not have to play World 9. Because you still haven't taken a warp zone. It's a good point. Somebody asked me that the other night. Why did they call it all stages if it's identical to warpless D4? But it's not identical. Oh no, this is not where I want to be. Koopa not spawn. There's usually a Paracoop. But I never go that way in FDS, so maybe he never spawns on FDS. He's there in All-Stars though, and he's a pain. World 7 is good. World 7 is terrifying. Especially if you've done a lot of any percent. The learning curve on 6 and 7, like 2 and 3, you can learn to manage those pretty quickly if you have an any percent background. 6 and 7, for me and many others that I've seen that started with any percent and went on to warp, 6 and 7 are, they take a while to get down. Once you get it down, though, World 7 feels so great. Four and 5. Yeah, I wasn't counting the worlds that you play in any percent, but yeah, I guess 5, 3, and 5. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay. I was saved by 1 bill and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. That stinks. Oh my gosh, I did it. Okay, Koopa. Late full. There we go. Watch fireworks. Gotcha. Yeah, my PB is the only run on the leaderboards for this category. They just added it this week. Or no, a couple weeks ago, I think. They added some of the other category extensions a couple days ago. Oh, come jump off twice, please. Don't die. Dying in D4. Watch, I'll probably die in D2 then, also. Alright, I'm not risking things. Even though the risk is so low, I just don't want... I can just jump over him. I don't know why I was just like, where are the hammers? Oh yeah. Yo, Takate, thank you for the host. How'd your stream go? What were you streaming? Alright, we're gonna reload. All the time. We got lots of time saved at the end of the night. Yo, Mystery, what's happening? Warpless, I hate Warpless. Takate's daily dose of hating Warpless. Gotcha. I don't like these cheeks, man. Good vibes with a sprinkle of Takate. Understood. Is he gonna throw me with spine? I'm not gonna get it. The infamous C3. There's so much butt clenching in Mario. Very true. How do you figure out when to press left for the springs? I tested everything out over and over and over again to see what worked for me. I use a visual cue for the two that... Oh, what am I doing? For the two that are crucial. But hitting them is not easy at all. But you err on... If you err on the safe side, it's not that bad. Oy. Good throws. Bad jump. Bad bond. Okay. Double gold. Yeah, my, I don't have much data in my letter worlds on these splits. I just added 20 levels to the end of my old Warpless 8-4 split. Why do you mess up D2? Hopefully spring will be present. Yay, spring! Alright, here comes the mayhem. No bills in my hand. This is... I like that. Oh! I messed things up badly. Oh yeah, I saw, yeah, King, I saw that. That was weird. Did you figure out what it was? Is there some corruption in your ROM or something? Oh, come on. That's just to manipulate the last boss. I'm gonna tell myself that. If he comes forward, I'm not gonna be mad about that part. He didn't come forward. There we go. Woo! I think that beats absolutely nothing that I was thinking it was gonna be. That's a good time, though. I like that. I'm happy with that. Thanks for the GGs, guys. You opened it up the next day and it was fun. Interesting. Thanks for all the let's go. E4 boom. Yeah, my previous PB had a game over in D4, so I had to play all the world D again. This was much less bad. Much less bad. Thanks for the GGs. Takate Ethan. More butt clenching from True Blue. Great run. It was pretty good. There was... The early game was pretty bad. But like I said, I knew I had all that time save at the end, so... I didn't want to reset. Yeah, that is a huge PB. That's a lot closer to my potential. I think my sum of best is a high 37. So that's... We cut that in half.